6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has reaffirmed government's commitment to supporting foreign investors and strategic technology partners. Finance Minister says Pakistan is at an important stage in shaping its digital asset ecosystem. Ulema and Mashayikh have expressed unwavering solidarity with armed forces, reaffirming collective resolve to counter anti-state narratives. The World Health Organization has handed over 20 vehicles to Pakistan's expanded program on immunization. Planning Minister has termed India's suspension of Indus Waters Treaty as a serious threat to regional peace. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has expressed deep concern over dire plight of Kashmiris languishing in Indian jails. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has reaffirmed the government's commitment to supporting foreign investors and strategic technology partners. He was talking to a delegation from Ericsson in Islamabad today. The delegation was led by Mr. Patrick Johnson, President and Head of the Market Asia, Europe, Middle East and Africa at Ericsson. The Prime Minister welcomed the delegation and appreciated Ericsson's long-standing investment in Pakistan and its contribution to the development of the country's telecommunications sector. Shehbaz Sharif highlighted Pakistan's interest in learning from Ericsson's global experience in advanced networks, including 5G, while ensuring secure and resilient infrastructure aligned with national needs. The meeting focused on the importance of next-generation digital connectivity for economic growth, productivity and public service delivery. The Ericsson delegation praised the government of Pakistan's efforts to develop and upgrade the country's IT infrastructure, including the 5G spectrum auction. Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has said Pakistan is at an early but important stage in shaping its digital asset ecosystem. Talking to a delegation of iCoin Technology Inc., led by its chairman and chief executive officer Jed Silvestri in Islamabad, he welcomed knowledge sharing and responsible investment aligned with national priorities. The minister emphasized the government's resolve to channel global digital asset activity into a well-regulated environment that safeguards users while encouraging innovation and investment. Mohammad Aurangzeb underscored that regulation was essential to balance opportunity with risk, particularly in light of increasing volumes of digital asset usage by Pakistani citizens. The delegation highlighted the transformational potential of blockchain technology in modernizing financial infrastructure. Ulema and Mashayikh have expressed unwavering solidarity with the armed forces, reaffirming collective resolve to counter anti-state narratives and hostile propaganda. This commitment was expressed by a delegation of the National Paigam-e-Amn Committee, led by its chairman Hafiz Tahir Mahmood Ashrafi, during a meeting with the Director General ISPR Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry in Rawalpindi today. Assuring full cooperation in promoting the national narrative, the committee strongly condemned Fitna al-Khawarij and the Afghan Taliban, stressing that terrorism has no justification under any circumstances. The National Paigam-e-Amn Committee announced plans to disseminate the message of Islamic unity, social harmony and constitutional equality across the country through mosques and other religious platforms. It was also agreed to adopt zero-tolerance policy against hate speech, sectarianism and tafkiri narratives. The committee further proposed enhancing awareness and guidance sessions in mosques, madaris and universities to effectively promote the state narrative. Speaking on the occasion, Director General ISPR emphasized that unity and consensus on matters of national security and narrative are the need of the hour. Reiterating Islamabad's principal position on Kashmir and Gaza, Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry said supporting oppressed people is Pakistan's moral responsibility. He stressed that public awareness and a truth-based narrative are decisive tools in countering the enemy's psychological warfare. The World Health Organization has handed over 20 vehicles to Pakistan's expanded program on immunization to enhance immunization activities in geographically challenging areas. In this connection, addressing a ceremony, Federal Health Minister Syed Mustafa Kamal said the vehicles provided by WHO will play a critical role in delivering vaccines to children in far-flung areas and preventing illness at the community level. He reaffirmed that the government is providing free vaccination against 30 deadly diseases and urged the public to place their trust in immunization. The minister said the government is taking concrete steps to transform health system from a reactive sick care model to proactive preventive healthcare system. Speaking on the occasion, WHO representative in Pakistan, Dr. Luau Dapang, said WHO is committed to partnering with Pakistan in strengthening its immunization systems. This is Radio Pakistan. Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal has said the government is committed to address water-related challenges on priority basis. He was chairing the first meeting of the Task Force on National Water Security in Islamabad today. The minister expressed serious concern over the alarming impact of climate change on Pakistan's water resources. Highlighting regional concerns, Ahsan Iqbal termed India's suspension of Indus Waters Treaty a serious threat to regional peace and Pakistan's water rights. He said India's water aggression was aimed at pushing Pakistan into a water crisis. The minister emphasized that coordination between the federal and provincial governments on national water policy must be strengthened at all costs. He said projects like the Amir Bhasha and Mohmand Dam would prove to be milestones in enhancing water storage capacity in the country. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have agreed to further strengthen bilateral cooperation in mines and minerals sector. The understanding to this effect was reached during a meeting between Minister for Petroleum Ali Parvez Malik and Saudi Minister for Industry and Mineral Resources Bandar bin Ibrahim Al Khuraif in Riyadh. Ali Parvez Malik is leading Pakistani delegation at Future Minerals Forum 2026 being held in Saudi capital Riyadh. Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates will sign an agreement to launch pre-immigration clearance system for making travel easier and saving passengers time. The decision to this effect was reached during a meeting between Minister for Interior Mohsin Naqvi and a delegation of the United Arab Emirates led by Director General Customs and Port Security Ahmed bin Lahij Al Falasi in Islamabad today. The new system will initially be launched as a pilot project in Karachi. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian authorities have launched a sweeping data collection exercise targeting mosques and people associated with them. According to Kashmir Media Service, Indian authorities have begun circulating a detailed 4-page form to mosques in several areas seeking exhaustive information about religious institutions and their functionaries. Kashmiri political observers say the latest move aims to exerting psychological pressure on Kashmiris, demanding their UN-acknowledged right to self-determination. The APHC has expressed deep concern over the dire plight of Kashmiris languishing in Indian jails and appealed to the United Nations and international human rights organizations to take urgent action for their release. According to Kashmir Media Service, the spokesman, Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas, in a statement in Srinagar said that over 3,000 political prisoners have been incarcerated solely for their political beliefs and opposition to Indian policies in the occupied territory. The APHC urged the UN Secretary General, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and other international human rights bodies to take immediate cognizance of the plight of detainees and play a decisive role in securing their release. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected over most parts of the country, while very cold in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. However, moderate to dense fog is likely to persist over Punjab, Upper Sindh and plain areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Frost may occur at isolated places in Potohar region, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Kashmir during morning hours. And now the headlines once again. Prime Minister has reaffirmed government's commitment to supporting foreign investors and strategic technology partners. Finance Minister says Pakistan is at an important stage in shaping its digital asset ecosystem. Standing Minister has termed India's suspension of Indus Waters Treaty as a serious threat to regional peace. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.